Hello and welcome to John Young Photography and my small review on the Tamron 70-200. Now I did have a Nikon 70-210 which I did use before, which is a good lens, but it wasn't a fast lens, it wasn't a low light lens, but it was okay to use in with flash, for example. And I used to have a Nikon 80-200 push-pull lens, which is an old lens, a big beast of a lens, really heavy thing, which worked really well. A really sharp lens, but it was getting old, it was getting tired, it had a few marks and bangs on it, and also it didn't have vibration control, which was the main reason I bought this lens for. The vibration control is just going to give you that little bit extra leeway when you're shooting. Basically with a lens, a lot of people use what they call the rule of thumb with lenses, the focal rule of thumb. So what it is if you're, for example, shooting, say it's 70mm, you should have your aperture set at above, your shutter speed set at above 70 centimeters a second. Or if you're shooting, for example, at 200mm, you should have your shutter speed set at faster than 200th of a second. That's to basically cover against any vibration, and that's what the idea is. So if your hand shakes, which everybody does, the best will in the world, you're always going to get a little bit of shaking, especially when you zoom into a subject. If you shake at all, if you've got your camera set at a fast enough shutter speed, it'll compensate. So you won't have time to shake. As you're going to shake, you're clicking, it will be frozen in time, 200th of a second. So hopefully it will counteract that, which works fine in a lot of situations, but obviously in dark situations like a church, for example, you're photographing a wedding in church, it's very hard sometimes to have your camera set at over 200th of a second unless you have your ISO bumped right up. I won't go into all the details about using a camera, but that's one way around it. You could bump the ISO up, but you might get a noisy photograph, because you might get obviously a lot of image noise in there from the sensor, because you've turned the ISO up so high. Another way around it is to get a lens like this, which has basically got vibration control on. So what it does is you press the shutter button, you can hear it. It's like a motor inside. I won't pretend to know exactly how it works, but you could probably find out if you look online how exactly it works. But basically, as you press the shutter button, you can hear the vibration control engage, and what it does is it just steadies the image to really straight. If you've never used a camera or a lens I should say, with vibration control, it's a strange sense. You press, it's a strange experience. You press the shutter, and instead of kind of shaking around like that, just goes dead sort of smooth. You can still move around, but it's very smooth, so that you can get the shot off without worrying about too much about any kind of shaking in there. The lens itself it's an f2.8 lens, so it's a fast lens. You can use it wide open f2.8 right the way through, and it's also very well made. It's a metal construction, and which has rubber touch, feels like a nice rubber feel to the focus ring and the aperture ring. It feels like it's been made really good quality. To get the Nikon equivalent of this, you're probably talking another £1,000 difference. And a lot of people obviously would go for the Nikon lens, because a lot of people have loyalty brand. If they've got a Nikon camera, they think they should have a Nikon lens. And the Nikon lens is good. Apparently it's an excellent lens as well, but it's another £1,000 more. So it's a lot of money extra to pay when this lens basically does what you need it to do. So there's no really need to pay that extra. But there is people out there who swear by you have to have the Nikon one. I don't agree. You can get this Tamron one and you can do a Sigma one. Now, I even paid even less than the £1,000, because I actually got this imported from a company called Digital Review. Now, I'll put the link up later, and I've got no affiliation with the company, and they don't pay us for saying it, which they did. It'd be very nice. They can send us some nice freebies if they like, but no, I don't have anything like that. I've used them a couple of times for a few items, and they've always been fantastic. Really good customer service, very fast delivery considering it's coming from Hong Kong. And they do their own warranty as well, because obviously when you're buying from abroad, when you're buying from somewhere like Hong Kong, you don't get a UK warranty with this, but they do their own warranty. So that's something to bear in mind when you're buying this lens. but obviously you're saving yourself a fair bit of money in the process as well when you buy from somewhere like Digital Review. Let's say I paid £800 for it, and it's money well spent. Really good lens. I'll show you a couple of examples of some photographs I've taken here with the lens. This one was taken from the back of the church because the priest did not want. When you do wins, you've got to basically abide by what the priest wants. You know, it's their church. You know, they run the church. You kind of do what you want. You've got to sort of abide by what they say to you. I mean, you've got to be respectful if you like. So on this occasion, the priest basically said he didn't want us anywhere near the front of the church. Didn't want us distracting the bride and groom. So that was fair enough. So I sat at the back of the church, zoomed right in. This was zoomed into like 165mm. This was taken at f2.8, which means the base of the lens is wide open, so it's at its weakest point, if you like. Because obviously as the lens closes down, f4, f5, f8, f5.6, f8, it's going to get sharper and sharper. So this is at its widest point, which is what I bought the lens for anyway. You know, I bought it for low light photography. So this just shows really what you can do with the lens. This was taken f2.8 at 1/160th of a second. So it was, you know, it's quite a reasonably short speed really, and ISO 800, and as you can see, it produces nice results. The next shot I'll show you here was taken outside. This was taken with the bride, and it was a nice autumn day this day, and it was taken f2.8, and as you can see, wide open again. Nice sharp photograph from that as well. And some of these, the thing is with these lenses as well, even when you don't use them in a dark situation, when you use them like I have here, you get that nice separation. You stand back, zoom into the subject, you get that nice separation between the bride or the subject or the groom, whoever it is might be, and the background. So you get that nice little bit of separation there. Because the bride in that shot wasn't that far away from the trees behind, but it does give it that nice illusion, that nice separation, so it makes a nice sort of effect. The lens, when you buy the lens, you do get a lens hood, which just go on in like that, which I'll leave on all the time when I'm shooting, because obviously it stops the lens flare, but also helps a nice protector there. Just, you know, you bang that down somewhere and it's going to just protect the lens itself from getting scratched. It also comes with a foot, which is like a collar, metal collar goes around there, and like an L shape, and basically that's for like if you mount it to a tripod, because this is quite a heavy lens. I tended not use that. I took the foot off because the foot itself adds a bit more weight, because it's a metal foot, it's a sturdy foot. But also when I use it, I just clamp on my camera and I hold it like that. So I'm supporting myself, so I don't tend to use the collar on this one, but it does come with it. The lens itself, definitely recommend. Excellent build quality, feels really good in the hand, feels really good to use. Images I've taken with it very sharp, as I've showed you, f2.8 very sharp. Fast focusing, I've had no problems with the focusing. Really well made. Definitely recommend it, yes. I would say go and buy it. It's up to you whether you want to buy it from the UK and you've got your UK warranty, or whether you want to import it from somewhere like what I did, save yourself a little bit extra money. It's entirely up to yourself. But I definitely recommend it as a good investment for your photography. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see any more videos in the future. And this is Johnny Photography. I'm John Young. Goodbye.